What's going on, guys? I gotta address a few of these goofy ass motherfuckers on TikTok who don't know shit about shit. So I got some people in the comments, who probably are interested in understanding what I'm posting about. And then I got some other retards who think this is just, a form of schizophrenia or, whatever names they want to come up with for things that they don't understand. So I posted this thing about Gene Wilder, the guy who was famously known for playing Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. I was watching Netflix last night, and I gotta remember, too, that most people who come across this type of content, they probably never heard me speak about it. They probably never heard, my breakdown on what gematria is, and, I have a whole YouTube channel that I've been following this stuff for 6 or 7 years, and I'll tell you, not all of it is coincidental. But to get to the case in point here, I got some people in here saying I'm schizo. It happens every so often, with things like this, subjects that involve occult, practices or rituals or Illuminati stuff or whatever you want to call it. But to get to the point here, I'm addressing the people who clearly think this is some sort of mental illness or schizophrenia. So maybe hearing my voice behind it and explaining how I'm coming to my conclusions may help you to understand what you're exactly looking at. And most people, when I do these types of videos and I call them out, they get all, butthurt about it, and, they continue on with the name calling. They don't keep an open mind. But that's neither here or there. So I'm going to do this in real time. So I got interested in this whole thing because I've been studying this stuff for many years. And when I seen this documentary, I said, well, I'm sure there's some sort of pattern or whatever behind this, thing. And sure enough, a lot of the books that I read about these numbers and why number patterns and mathematics is important say that, gematria and numerology are in fact important to the powers that be, because it's an ancient practice that goes back to Sumeria or even before that, ancient Egypt and all sorts of other stuff that you can read up on if you're interested. But to get to the point, because I've been rambling on trying to explain to people who are NPC bots. Look, man, his birthday is June 11th, right? And he died August 29th. So this is just simple mathematics. There's no fudging, no numbers, or me making up anything or reaching for anything. So his birthday is June 11th, right? And I have 2016 over here because that was the year that he passed away. And according to Google, he passed away August 29th. So, measuring from his birthday to his date of death is a span of 79 days, as you can see on the screen clearly, right? You can see the 79. And with a little more further research, you can see that he died of Alzheimer's disease, right? So, I just decided, okay, well, maybe there's some sort of numerical value behind Alzheimer's disease. I guess you could say it's cherry picking. I guess you can say a whole bunch of shit. But what you can't say is it's not interesting, because it is interesting. And again, there are 4 base ciphers. And some people come on here and go, well, how can you punch in a word and get 4 ciphers or 4 numbers? And the simple fact is, as you can see on the screen, you got the 26-letter alphabet, and it's basically the alphabet forwards, the alphabet backwards, in both orders with the rules of numerology. So reverse simply means Z is 1 all the way to A is 26, forwards, backwards, and then the same 2 orders with the rules of numerology, taking double-digit numbers and reducing them to single-digit numbers. So my thing is, the thing is that, 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 if people think this is schizophrenia, I mean, again, it could be coincidental, but I don't think it's schizophrenia seeing a pattern like this, in my opinion. I could sit here and bark at the moon all night, but, you can't fix stupid either. So, the main thing with this type of stuff is if you believe in, the Hollywood, sacrifice type of stuff, or if you go down that rabbit hole and see what I'm talking about as far as, rituals and whatnot, this content probably would make a little more sense to you. But again, 79 days after his birthday, he's dead from Alzheimer's disease, and that's what the documentary stated. So I said, okay, well, let me check this out. And sure enough, look, Alzheimer's disease equates to 79 using gematria. This is gematria, the practice of coding letters and words into numerical values. So you got the 79. And the other thing is he's dead on a 73 date numerology. And look at this. I mean, again, maybe this is coincidental. I don't know. But look, Willy Wonka, right? Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Okay, so that particular phrasing has a numerical value of 367. And when you click into 367 to see the properties, the mathematical properties of that number, you get 73rd prime number. And again, the guy's dead on a 73 date numerology. So I don't understand these people coming on my page saying, oh, it's schizophrenic. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. Like, I mean, I don't take offense to it because I understand that you people are really that dumb where you probably never picked up any type of esoteric book or knowledge or never read about, said Illuminati or Masons or whatever, But again, all is number. And I'll leave that up to you to research if you choose to research it. I mean, I tell people all the time who make these comments, make a channel and try to debate it. I mean, there are people who do use this knowledge stupidly, like they'll make stupid connections, and I can understand that part, but the shit I'm showing is clear as day, so I don't think that these numerical values are arbitrary. Like, look, 46 and 53, and the guy's dead on a 46 date numerology. If I can highlight it here, 46, and look at this, 53. 8 plus 29 plus 16 is 53. 8 plus 29 plus 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 6 is 46. And again, what he's famously known for, Willy Wonka, 4653. I can go on and on and on to try to prove my point. Nothing I'm going to say is going to change a hater's mind or an ignorant person's mind or a troll's mind or whatever. But I figured for the people who are interested in this type of research and parallels or whatever, synchronicities, whatever you want to call them, if you just pay attention, you'll always see some sort of, number pattern or parallel or whatever. But again, I can assure you, in my opinion, this isn't schizophrenia. I have people in my family who are in healthcare. I've asked them several times. I've showed them stuff like this. They think it's neat. Some people are a little like, they think it's a coincidence, which is fine. That's fine. But again, there is no schizophrenia here. I mean, I don't hear voices. I don't, hear somebody telling me to match the numbers or whatever crazy shit you people think on the internet. So I do find it entertaining, though, especially when people come along and don't know what the fuck they're talking about. That's probably the highlight of my day, is because I know these dumb motherfuckers will never pick a book up. You know what I mean? Like, all y'all are gonna do is just sit there and scroll on TikTok like a bunch of losers. So instead of actually educating yourself about things that may or may not be going on, again, I'm not claiming that this is exactly what's going on. The whole point of this is to get you to think about what are the odds of these parallels, and some people, they think it's 100% all the time, And that's why I challenge anyone out there to try to disprove gematria. Like, actually research it and then try to debate it. Don't try to just, make dumb connections either. But again, everything I said in this video, not a dumb connection, not schizophrenia, and in my opinion, very interesting. So I'll leave it at that. But I did want to address these two morons right here. So V Buckman, I'll probably tag your ass. And listening to Little Yachty ass looking motherfucker. Man, please, jump off a bridge, All right, but yeah, it is what it is, man. Y'all a bunch of goofy ass motherfuckers, and you ain't about shit. So the best that you can do is probably just, be quiet at this point. But again, I'm making this video just to prove a point, and again, the only point that these people are going to prove is responding negatively. And, what does that really prove? You're not really disproving me. All you're doing is leaving comments that have no base, no substance, no foundation. So continue with your comments. That's fine, bud. At the end of the day, you can't fix stupid, I guess, is really what I'm saying. So. All right, well, I hope that some people who are interested in this type of stuff stick with the channel. I have a YouTube page. You can check out all the different things that I documented over the years. There's other people out there who I've learned from who do a way better job than I could ever do. I basically learned off of this person, and, I thought it was bullshit and applied the knowledge, and I see it for myself. That's why I make these videos. And there's days that go by where I do try to disprove it. And, I haven't been able to really yet. But if there's somebody out there who wants to take on that challenge, again, go for it, man. But the worst thing in the world is somebody who has a closed mind, man. So you want a name call and that makes you feel better, that's fine, man. But at the end of the day, you're wrong. You are wrong.